Good day. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is just the beginning of my series of blogs, or we'll just say YouTube posts. Anyway, I have a question for you, all of you parents, and you know who you are. When you're out there with your children, pushing them in the stroller, taking them to the park, or riding public transportation, or just out in public in general, or at home, there's something that's troubling me, and I would like to share this with you. When you're with your children, as they're growing up from the time that they're born, they deserve your attention 100 fully, 100%. They deserve your whole attention, all your love, everything that you can possibly give to them. And with the smartphone in your hand and your earplugs in and you're listening to your tunes or you're texting or chatting or surfing the web or, you know, trolling through Facebook and other people's blogs, remember that that's time you're taking away from your children. What must they think? They're just getting taken around by this person that's their parent, and all they see is this apparatus in your hand, and it's taking all of your attention. This is a time stealer from your children. This saddens me so, because this isn't something that I just noticed. This is something that I have noticed since the smartphone has become readily available and affordable to multitudes of people. Put your phone down. Just put it down. If you're with your child, is anything that important over loving your child and showing them affection, picking them up, hugging them, talking to them like they're an adult, and showing them the world and explaining to them the things that they're seeing, teaching them about nature, teaching them about safety, teaching them about life, teaching them about love and what it's like to be a human being. You see, we all live on this planet together. And the only way we're going to make it is if we spend time with each other. You know, instead of pulling the phone out of your pocket when you see somebody crossing your path or walking down the street toward you, or somebody that might quite possibly make eye contact with you, you pull your phone out and you immediately start looking for something to draw your attention away from them. You know, not only are you robbing your children of the wonderful experience of life and of love, you're robbing yourself of the beauty of life. Because this life is all about love. That's right. And it's about learning how to be a family together with one another here on this beautiful blue marble we call home, or planet Earth, the third rock from the sun. Phone is meant as a tool to communicate with others. So when your parents call, or your best friends call, or your children call, or a friend calls, Pick up the phone. Or if somebody texts you, text them back and explain to them that you are spending time with your child, the one that was born unto you, that one very special soul that God, the Creator, or whatever you may want to call your higher power, has given you to steward over. You will be held accountable one day for the way that you lived your life here on earth. God gave you those children because He loved you, and He does love you. And these children will not know how to love you back and will probably avoid you the rest of their adult life once they're out on their own because you avoided them their whole life because you're so involved with this wonderful technology that we have. So check yourself before you wreck yourself because you don't want to grow old and alone and wondering why your children don't want any part of your life. Think about these things. You don't have to text that person right back that's texting you. You can look at it later and text them back. You don't have to pick up that phone and answer it. You know, if it's that important, they will keep calling and calling and calling and texting and texting and texting, and they will seek you out on Facebook, you know, to tell you that something is going on in their life that they need to share with you right now at this moment. That is the only time you need to draw your attention away from your children or your loved ones. And not only that, every time you answer a post or a Facebook pop, you know, you're diverting your mind from your own thoughts because now you're involved in somebody else's thoughts that they think is so great that they need you to reply. You got all day to reply. Night, week, month. Unless they delete that post, it's not going anywhere. Remember that. I'm telling you this because I love you. That's right. I love you so much that I'm taking time to tell you how detrimental your smartphone is to your relationships. And I'm going to take that as a note to myself because sometimes I just don't want to deal with reality and all the mitote, as Don Miguel Ruiz would say, the voices in your head. Listen to those voices in your head. Feed the good wolf, not the bad wolf. Learn how to meditate in the morning before you leave the bed. Ground yourself. Tell yourself, I am not a slave to my phone anymore. I'll report back to you on how well I do because I know I'm going to be held accountable for it because I'm posting this and putting this out here on YouTube for everybody to see. So remember this, there's never nothing, I mean nothing, it's more important than the love that you provide to your child, because they're the next generation and they're going to be our leaders. So you be a leader, I'll be a leader, and together we can make this a much better world. This is Robert Lake.